Oh my god, you guys, did you see that third goal? Did you see that third goal? Let's go, you guys, we're back. We are back. We have the best striker in the league. The best striker. I'm not debating it, I'm not arguing. Lukaku has come back to Stamford Bridge, you guys, and today he scored 2 goals, 2 emphatic goals. And if we win this league, you guys, it will be solely down to Romelu Lukaku. Honestly, you guys, the energy, the hype I was getting today is just unparalleled right now. I need to even take it easy, bro. I'm feeling my heart just like beating real hard right now. Right? I need to take shit real easy, but my god, you guys, this is a title-winning game. Let's be serious, let's keep things real. Aston Villa were peppering us with a few shots, some very good ones at times, you know what I mean? They were making that effort, but the difference is they can't match the quality. It's really that simple. And that third goal was the perfect testament to everything. I mean, we saw the intensity. We saw those Aston Villa players desperate, absolutely desperate to hack our guys down, win that ball back and try and create something from the game. You can feel their frustration. They're thinking, we've had 10 plus shots in this game today. We've done literally nothing at all. You know, we've been doing our best to try and do something here. They're feeling pissed off, they're feeling angry. And every time they tried to bring that ball back, they were knocking our guys to the floor, hitting them on the ground. But our quality kept that pass move going and going and going. Absolute credit goes to Aspilicueta for cutting inside, making Mings look like the fool he is, because this guy is not a top player at all. But regardless, passes it into Lukaku, and the finish with absolutely no backlift at all. These are the finishes. This is the finishing technique that has been missing from our game for years and years and years. And oh my god, this guy's going to lead us to the title, isn't he? My god, you guys, in today's match review, I'm going to break down the game. I'm going to talk about the big subjects. We're going to discuss how Saul'S did. We're going to discuss that first half, the contrast between the first half and the second half as well. And the impact that, you know, Super Saiyan Jorginho brought to the game as well. I mean, my god, there's so many things to talk about, you guys. I hope you do enjoy. Smash that like button if you're happy that Lukaku is here. And if you think that Lukaku is going to help us win the league as well, you guys, I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to go for at least 4k likes a day. So come on, don't do it for me, do it for Lukaku. So without wasting any more time, we start things off. And I guess we start things off by discussing that first half lineup. Now, you know, I wasn't surprised that we saw Saul'S starting the game, and was expected. We saw Hudson-Odoi playing as a wing back in the game too as well. And of course, most importantly, Romelu was joined by Ziyech and Havertz up front in the game today too. You know, that first half was kind of difficult at times, and I think the main reason for that was that we did not have that security in front of our defence. There were massive gaps. You know, we were seeing players like Ings. And you can't have space like that and allow players like Ings to drop into that to receive in those spaces without any pressure. And maybe this is the perfect time to actually discuss the debut of our new loan signing in Saul'S. I'm going to keep things real, you know, I'm not going to lie, you guys, I feel like sometimes on YouTube, you know, lots of creators feel like they can't even give their honest opinions because the audience makes things hard, but I'm not going to be that guy, man. I'm going to keep things real and honest, and it's up to you how you take it. It's not my business, but as I'm saying, and I'll keep saying, I will give this guy time. Of course, I'd be stupid not to. Not only is he coming to a new league, he's had no proper pre-season, he has to get used to a new system, new teammates. I mean, there's so many difficulties, and of course adjusting to a new country as well. There's new family. I mean, come on, there's so many things against this guy right now that, as I've said many a time, you'll find in the previous videos, you guys, I'm giving Saul months. I'll give this guy 4 months if I got to, because I'm not going to judge him until I see him at his very best. But I got to keep things real. My concern, because I've seen this guy, was always the fact that it's either the midfield player you have in front of your defence. And I was always saying that because Simeone never wanted to play in front of the defence. He was playing on the left, from the right, just far away from, you know, that midfield position, which is Saul's best one. And was today the obvious reason behind why that's been a reality for Saul this past 2 years. Potentially, and I say potentially because I'm going to give this guy more time. I'm going to give him a lot more time. And this is just, you know, context for this game, but I'm not using this against him. But today, for me, it's probably one of the worst debuts I've seen for a long time from a new signing. I'm not going to lie. Most times new signings don't start off this poorly. But yeah, it just wasn't his day today. Maybe the intensity of the league, the pressure, of course, needing to acclimatise and understand that a bit more. Of course, he'll get there, but it wasn't there in the game today. He put his teammates under quite a bit of pressure. And what I found quite interesting was that he was kind of playing that Kante role in the team today. And with Kante, that counter pressing that we have from him is so key and important at not only nullifying counter attacks, but starting attacks of our own. And that was the biggest thing that Saul'S did not bring in the game today. His pass didn't really go anywhere. Not many passes between the lines either. And yeah, there were quite a few individual mistakes as well. Holding onto the ball for way longer than he had to. So that's me just analysing this particular game. I'm not using it against him. I'll give this guy until after January just to see how he does. But it's surprising because, of course, Tuchel must have felt some degree of confidence to play him in this game today. I mean, I agree that he used him today. I don't think that you use him in easier games because if you're consciously telling the player, okay, I don't trust you in big games, I'm going to use you in easy ones, how's that going to help him at all? So that's my thoughts on him today. Wasn't good. Pretty bad debut, but let's not use this against him. Let's understand this guy's position. Let's understand how this deal got wrapped up. And let's be patient because a lot of you guys were standing for him. So you can't now twist things right now after you've seen him play for your first time in 90 minutes. So now we move on from Saul and we move on to the other details in the game. And of course, that detail was Lukaku getting us the first goal. Now, my God, what an absolutely sensational pass from Kovacic. Wow, what a pass. Did you see that? I thought I saw Cesc Fabregas for a second. I thought I saw Cesc after Shadow on the field, you guys, because that was world class. And it's just like, Kova, I know you have this in your game consistently. A player like you on paper should be in that team. The first thing in the team sheet, that's how talented he is individually, but it's them type of details. I've seen a ton of positives this season so far, and I definitely think playing passes towards Lukaku is bringing up more confidence in his passing range and how he attempts these balls. So, Kova today, getting the assist and scoring a goal as well. That's what you want to see, but at the same time, there's a few moves, where he messes up that final ball because it's too flat-footed. I've seen really great positives from him to have that confidence that I think this season could be the season the passing gets patterned at some point. So credit to him today. I thought he was very good. Very, very difficult for him as well. At times, not having that assurance alongside him until Jorginho came on in the second half, but he was good today, and he deserves a ton of credit for that world-class pass into Lukaku, who, I mean, this is the difference when you sign guys like Romelu. He cut the ball in with his right foot inside, man. We have not seen that composure up front for God knows how long. Not since Diego Costa. And that was back in the 16-17 season? That's nearly 5-6 years ago, bruv. That is mad. That's absolutely mad. And, wow. He's going to transform how we play as long as he stays fit throughout this entire season. But regardless, you guys, we get to the second half and it was quite clear that subs had to be made. And instantly, Super Saiyan George came on and we just literally kind of stopped Aston Villa doing quite a bit of things immediately. Jorginho is one of the best counter-pressing midfield players in Europe, in my opinion. Of course, him and Kov have a great understanding playing alongside each other as well. And all those spaces that we were worried about in the first half kind of just were brushed away and everything was good. So he came on, helped the team instrumentally. And on top of that, to you guys, another player that deserves massive credit. And I feel that we've got to stand this guy hard this season and get the propaganda running. Real talk. We give propaganda to players who don't deserve it instead of the players that do. And that player is Edouard Mendy. For me, classic Chelsea signing. You don't have to cost £20 billion to be a top player, and Mendy just proves that. I mean, the confidence he gives us, because Aston Villa put us under some great pressure at the start, and Mendy, time and time again, was caught up and secured the whole thing. Save after save. Quick to save, rebounds. Quick to, he leaves his line so quickly. Like he does everything to a textbook level with Mendy. That's the best compliment I can give him. He's like a massive student of the game. He's done all his studies, he applies it. He's passed the uni with the first. That's the vibe I get from him, because he just does all the right things at the right time when you want to see it from your goalkeeper. So incredible credit goes to every person that brought this beautiful guy to my club. And to move on, you guys, and now that I've spoken about the players that really stood out today and impressed me, let's speak about the final few details in the game today. Of course, we know that in the second half, George came in and changed things, in our favour tactically. We minimised the counter-attacking threat from Aston Villa, which is a big thing. And no surprise that when we can start counter-pressing again, which we weren't doing in the first half at all, that we forced Aston Villa to make mistakes. And of course, prime culprit Mings being at fault again, playing a big mistake, playing a poor backwards pass, allowing Kovacic to get on the end of things. And it was a great composed dink finish from Kova to make that 2-0. And, you know, of course, after that, we saw some interesting things. You know, we finally saw Hudson-Odoi getting some game time down the left-hand side. But, you know, a little bit frustrating in the sense that he wasn't really playing as a left winger. He was kind of playing more as the forward alongside Lukaku with Ziyech in behind. Of course, maybe more freedom to run the channels, etc, etc. But, you know, ideally, I want to see Callum down that left-hand side because he's a left winger and that's his best position. I think that's the mad thing in football. You know, a lot of times when we judge players, most of these guys don't get to play in their best position that they were signed for or that they were introduced into the team for. So, you know, I thought Callum today was not bad at all. You know, he showed threat with his crosses as he tends to do all the time. And, you know, I thought defensively, you know, considering it's not his position, he really put in some effort today and really worked hard alongside Chalobah because if you guys compare it to the Villarreal game, that wasn't there. So I thought he was okay today. But, yeah, man, this wasn't our greatest ever footballing performance. For me, this was still a very impressive win though, because we showed that we could learn from our mistakes in the game. We showed that even though we were under pressure, we could still, you know, keep that resolve. You know, our back three, sensational, you know, alongside with Mendy behind them as well too. It's no surprise how we nullified teams from scoring goals against us and, you know, minimizing their chances because they are absolutely sensational. The blocks from Thiago, Rudiger and Chalobah, who's just stepped in and looks like he's been playing with this team for years and years, which is just really just clearly demonstrating and highlighting the ability this guy has. You know, give this guy more opportunities. Because the reality is, I'm going to sound super cynical, but I just know that Saul, he can play maybe 10 more games like this and still keep getting chances. And Chalobah can play his best ever games and he can still be out the team. So that's the type of shit I don't want to see no more, you guys, because for me, the level is very high with the squad right now. But regardless, you guys, when you win the Premier League, you're not going to play every single game to your best level. You know, you need bigger, greater things that resolve to keep you in the game, to get you that win in the end, and we showed that. We showed that today, and we showed our quality where it mattered. And, you know, a tweet that I saw earlier from a guy called Hanif, you know, great Twitter account, he said it himself perfectly. When you have someone like Romelu Lukaku up front, he doesn't need 7-8 chances to score. He knows when to score the right chance when it comes. And that's what the top players do at the very best clubs, you guys. So on that note, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to keep things moving. And today, this will be the only video because I actually got something to be after this. So apologies. There could be a player ratings video tomorrow, but don't hold me to that, you guys. So on that note, I'm the EFC. This is Blue Lions TV. I'll catch you guys later with some more videos. Cool.